All right, people, believe it or not, just know so we live in the social media era, right? You have many social media platforms, Facebook, IG, Twitter, just to name a few. Now, me know say most of who you have on your Facebook friend list, whether you follow them or them follow you, or somebody we know personally. So just think about having a female on your friend list, right? And that female have a child, a 3-year-old child. That child passed away. And hours after the death of that child, the mother posted a video smiling and saying, "It is what it is." Tell me, how you would have look on that mother after seeing that video in light of the fact that our daughter recently died. Not days ago, not weeks ago, but hours ago. Anyway, people, meanwhile, I think about it. I just want to use the time here to welcome you again to Line TV. If you're new here and it's your first time, watch that video. Yeah. When you're finished, kindly browse through the channel, check the rest of videos. Just look to see if these are the contents you are interested in. And if these are the contents you are interested in, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. However, if you are not a new viewer and you're already subscribed, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up and please leave a comment. And while you're leaving, just share the video with somebody. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. Straight from California, coming out of the New York Post, the title read, "Mom of 3-year-old killed during church exorcism posts smiley video saying it is what it is." Now, for those of you who do not know, exorcism is basically the process by which a priest or a pastor remove demon out of somebody. And the story said a 3-year-old girl was allegedly tortured and killed by her family in a 12-hour exorcism in her granddad California church, with her mom later posting a smiling video saying, "It is what it is." Arely Hernandez was found dead on the floor of a small house-based church in San Jose last September with multiple injuries around her eyes, face, neck, and chest. Hey, man, notice the word where the people they use in the article, tortured and killed. So basically, them telling that, hey, this is a murder. And so far, as the politics, what should I say? The story is spooky. It is getting real spooky already. First spookiness, your child dead, and hours after your post video smiling saying it is what it is. Anyway, she'd she'd been there with her mom, uncle, grandfather, who believed the child was possessed by a demon and were at the church praying for her. Arelel's El Salvador-born mom, Claudia Hernandez, 25, told cops she was certain her child was possessed by an evil spirit just because she woke up screaming. The mom and her brother then took the toddler to the church where they were met by their father, who identified as the leader of the church and claimed he was a certified pastor. They arrived at the church 6:30 a.m. and over the next 12 hours they violently pinned her down and stuck fingers down her throat to make her vomit, which they believe would help her to get the spirit out. One individual was holding the victim by neck while one was holding her by the abdomen and the other was holding her legs. Now, people, for all I know, wanna tell me if me wrong, even a fly can hold on a 3-year-old. And they are gonna tell me, say, three of them pin down the little baby, three of them pin down a 3-year-old baby. I guess the baby was possessed by a demon after all. But then again, it might just be a case where them deliberately want to kill this child. And probably that is just how it works. If them believe someone is possessed by a demon, one I go hold the neck, one I go hold here, so one I go hold here. So that is just what me I get from this. Because I don't see why three of them would need to hold on the child. Right? And we as big people, many times we are get dream and we jump up out of our sleep, breathing heavily and all. Right? We not cry. So it is not unusual for a baby to be getting a bad dream. Also, it is not unusual for something to wake up the baby, maybe something drop, or maybe them themselves wake up the baby and the baby frightened and the baby starts scream. It is not unusual. So I don't see, oh, that would make you believe, say the baby possessed by a demon. All time people always say, believe kill and believe cure. However, in this situation, unfortunately, belief actually killed. It's a sad situation already, and as me say, it's spooky. This is very, very spooky. They continued even after little Ariel fall asleep several times. Eventually, the victim vomited a clear purple liquid, and eventually, the victim vomited a clear purple liquid. With an autopsy determined she died of asphyxia due to suffocation and smothering. So, what may I tell you? Wow, if someone is possessed by a demon, that person or that child would be so hyperactive, fighting off, running up and down, fighting off everybody. No, you're gonna tell me said this baby possessed by a demon and was able to fall asleep several times. You're gonna tell me said that is not a wake up call to tell you say this baby is not possessed. For all I know, them did want to kill this baby. The mom believed the victim died sometime between 6 p.m. and 6:30 p.m., 12 hours after they arrived at the church. Still, the family did not dial 911 until 12 p.m., around 2 hours after they think she had died, and no life-saving measures were performed to help the youngster. The police noted. So people again listen clearly. At 2 hours after the baby dead, them call police 2 hours, and the baby died because of suffocation and nobody not try resuscitate the baby. Them wanted this child dead. Them make sure say him dead before them call the police so that no resuscitation measure could have taken place. Wow. The gruesome case was not made public at the time, nor when Mom Hernandez was charged in February, and only came to light this week when the court documents emerged. Hernandez is being held without bail. Charges with felony assault on a child with force likely to produce greater bodily harm, the outlet said, noting she faces 25 years to life if convicted. The uncle and grandfather have not been charged, the station said. Just 6 days before she was charged, Hernandez posted a nearly 45-minute video on her YouTube about her dead daughter, smiling and defending herself from apparent critics on her parenting. So, as I told you earlier, this happened September 2021. We are in May 2022. Hernandez was charged in February 2022, and even in February when she was charged, this story was still not public. It it came to the public this week when the court documents were released. In the video she posted, she said, I could sit here and be negative. I cannot change what is. It is what is, she said, a phrase she repeated several times. I could sit here and be negative, be sad about the whole situation, that she passed away. But it's like there is no point. You know, because it is what it is. It is what it is. She is not here with me. It is what it is. She told the 58 subscribers to her channel under the name Elisa Santos. It's like, what's the point? I'm just gonna be putting myself down, and there's no point for me to do that. I cannot change this situation, she said. When she passed away, she was with me, she said, showing a tattoo of her daughter's name and date of birth on her chest, again saying, "It is what it is." I don't worry too much about that because God knows the truth, and the truth always come out, she said. Police had swarmed the same house-based church last month searching for a kidnapped baby. A woman charged with kidnapping the baby boy, Yasana Ramirez, is reportedly one of the church members. The report said the motive behind the broad daylight bizarre kidnapping remains under investigation, prosecution wrote in the case according to the station. So after reading these last two sentences, it just basically tell me say they wanted this child dead. They did everything to kill this child. In a nutshell, it is probably some form of human sacrifice. Because if you have your own daughter, 3 year old, and do something like this, and then just last week or a few weeks ago, a baby was kidnapped and was found at that church by with one of the church members, then something spooky is going on in that family because the father is the pastor of the church. Something spooky is going on with that church. Probably it's a thing where every now and then, whatever they are doing, whenever them need to, them kidnap a child or just sacrifice them own. But something spooky are going on, people. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think. I really want to know what you think about this situation. You believe that the baby was actually possessed by a demon, or you believe it is some